Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was muted. So let me know if you can hear me right about now pretty well. Um, just give me a thumbs up that you are in the chat. Please, 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 please. Okay. I feel like I don't believe I owe an explanation, but I guess despite the efforts of bringing awareness to it and explaining, apparently there are some people that woke up on the side of wrong side of the bed about certain things and what this channel is currently doing. And Mr. Motivator, you are the perfect person to be in this chat in this age of green as well. So I'm going to explain myself, and I'm only going to explain it once, and I don't want to hear it again. If you have an issue, you need to go seek God, all right, and seek help. So I brought this to attention because it's like it's quite a few people in the chat. Why are we asking for donations, and why do we do it so often? Well, for one thing, this platform was created for donations, mind you. Super chats is donations to the channel. People have Patreon accounts that's a part of their YouTube channels, etc., Twitch, all of that. So thank you for the thumbs up, people. Okay. I have some just very, I think it's one or two grumpy people that are highly upset, I'm assumingly, saying that they would rather donate their money to a real charity. Now, I feel like maybe because it's the color of our skin, maybe because we are of a certain kind that you can't trust the situation. Actually, I'm highly blessed today because for the first time in 2 weeks, after losing so many pounds, I'm 135 pounds at 5'9", people. That's how skinny I just became. Okay, let's get real with this serious issue. COVID-19 is full in effect this winter. Okay, it's a lot of families out there that are going through it right about now, unable to work, don't have the resources. So if you check the community tab, I also put a link of much needed resources for everybody to get financial help, medical needs. We have the platform to provide those resources because it's given upon myself as well. As I receive them, I relay the message to you. Now, I can't help that you don't understand what a message is. I can't help that you don't understand a post on the community tab that says clearly, this is to help a family. Okay? I have people, ton of people. At this point, I actually spoke to someone this morning who is actually in his sick bed with COVID for 5 days himself. But he felt the need to call me on video chat. But guess what? I'm still in my bed laying down. I covered my face on the camera. He said, no, I don't need you to do that because I have COVID too. Do you understand that our community has become larger than just a YouTube show? Okay? All right. So I'm very stern at this point because it feels like I had a whole argument with someone that is so upset that we've been asking for donations on this channel to help people that are in desperate need because they feel the need that they felt comfortable. It's people that come in the chat and say, you know what? I'm depressed, and because you come on every day and make me laugh, you make my day. Okay? So that's bigger. That's bigger than a YouTube channel. Do you understand me? We are providing something that we can provide some type of relief for people, even if it's just a link to resources. We had a situation that I am down with sickness. Finally got a COVID test that was negative. But guess what, you guys? Not only is there COVID going around, there is apparent stomach flu. Apparently, I have that stomach flu. Okay? I'm just finally gaining the energy to even eat a full meal. I'm happy about cooking tonight because I haven't had nothing but soup, Gatorade, and Pedialyte. And sometimes not even that. So, the purpose of these donations, even though we haven't found a suitable charity, which we are in the research of, thank you. If you have suggestions, that'd be wonderful. You know, okay, Mr. Motivator. Mr. Motivator, not, been going through some things himself. Asia Green has been going things themselves. And they personally reach out to us confidentially for some type of ear, even if we could provide a free ear to these people, because when we realized we were more than just a YouTube channel to these viewers, that means a lot more to me. So I just had to make that message. So please choose any charity that you would love to. I encourage it wholeheartedly. Once we do the proper research and get the proper charity, so it's not going into a pile of a pocket of someone else, then yes, you will get that charitable, you know, name, and we will post it and blast it everywhere. We are already in the talks with another affiliated channel that might also get to donate it to charity. You understand? But right now, this pandemic has hit us quickly and fast, and there's nothing else we can do about it. This winter just went terribly. I lost a loved one 2 weeks ago. We are finally burying her Saturday because we all had to gain the strength and energy to even do so. Okay, I'm actually a lot better. So these campaigns that I was doing, I was in my bed, ill, very ill. But guess what? My God is on my side. And I know people need us each and every day, apparently, because if we're not on, they're inboxing us or they're thanking us. Thank you today because you made my day a lot better. So if that's a problem for you, I'm sorry. Please find another channel for that. But this platform is built in for donations, people, or it wouldn't have a super chat button, would it? Okay. All right. So the proceeds that I received in the past 2 weeks was able, because I'm in my bed, I cannot mobilely get up and go anywhere physically. I finally been able to sit up for at least 5 hours today, okay, without taking a nap. But I felt like I needed to speak on this before I even lay down. We do need love and uplifting. There's nothing wrong with that, people. It's nothing wrong for asking for something for other people. If you need an explanation, here it is. Lost someone 2 weeks ago, 88 dementia, big staple to a family member. That also family member that's suffering the loss of that mother of hers is also down with possible COVID or stomach flu. She's not even able to get out and be mobile. So guess what? Because I felt helpless, as well as I have also haven't been working, I asked the people, everyone, the community, that's what you do. Please send in a couple of donations so we can provide Gatorade, Pedialyte, soup, therapy. Exactly what I said. If you need receipts, I have it. Okay. This is not for me. This is not for my pockets. This platform was provided for me to provide healing for you guys. I'm going to be singing and praising and everything. If that's a problem, sorry for you. I'm finally able to have the energy to even begin to explain myself. I did 3 pilot episodes because I am trying to, in my sick bed, I'm actually in my robe right now, in my sick bed, giving you guys all my whatever I had. I had a break of energy, a little spark, very little, because I was trying to create a pilot for an episode of new show that's going to be launched out in February. But guess what? I'm trying to give the people what they want. So everyone's positive feedback and negative feedback have been greatly helpful. Understood. People want an overall balance. They want praise and worship. They want a good laugh, and they want sports and entertainment. We are trying to become a network. You're always talking about this. You're always complaining about that, but you're complaining about the wrong things without the proper information and facts. Okay? I've been on countless hours of people at 3 a.m. in the morning because they are about to cut themselves. Do you understand the fan base that we have, people? Many times people said I've been completely down, but some reason I come and watch you guys because you bring me joy. You bring me joy. of my life. It's this is the purpose of uplifting. I'm tired of the miserable people out there. If you're suffering, seek help, please, because it's portraying into your attitude for the wrong thing, for the wrong reason. You get that? So let me get to some of these comments. If you want to jump on, and please, if you need some prayer, and you are in your bed as well, you don't know what people are going through. Muslim Motivator and Asia have become like family to us. They are that close to us, and we've never met them. That's how important our viewers are to Atlanta Falcons Nation, Die Hard Fanatics, Matt Mike Sports, Jess K Styles, Jew Talk Sports, etc. I didn't think I had to come on here to explain myself, but I'm not even going to put your picture on blast. Someone's going to find you coming on one of these videos. It's fine. Because I'm not that person. I'm not spiteful and deceitful or anything like that, because I just pray over you. So I'm going to say a nice little prayer. I pray that whatever is bothering you, your pain and all your suffering, your eagerness, your bitterness towards what we're doing on this channel is relief of you. Because you need that weight off of your shoulder. There's so many people out there that don't even know they want to wake up. There was a month ago, I also lay in my bed, unmotivated. You don't know what people are going through. So you need to mind your business and mind yourself. It says, and correctly, if people don't want to donate, then don't donate. People always have to complain about something. And that's what, I mean, literally, a 7-point post dialogue about, oh, she's always asking for donations. Okay. Isn't that what the purpose of a super chat is for? You're donating because you're happy that we're bringing you content and entertainment. So why not an additional help? That's what a Patreon account is for, people. Go to all of these profiles. I guarantee every other one of these people have a Patreon account. That is the people donating to something. I've lost too many people. I've been staying strong. And guess what? I've been uplifting Mr. Motivator during that time. AFN is more than just a YouTube channel. People, even though they're famous, even though that's a big word, we don't even want to say we're famous. We just represent the fans. They have problems too behind the scenes, just keeping it 100. And I keep it really 100 with my fans. You get me? Because honestly, you guys are not my fans. I'm just an average person that decided to have a YouTube channel to bring awareness. Thank you. I'm sorry, Asia. People have to force their hand when they don't know what's going on and truly going on. So if the donations is a problem, if we're asking too much, we'll put it in the description, but honestly, you ignore that. So we have to put it out there. If you want a charitable service, send us the charities. We would definitely love to research it and donate it. So you can have your receipt, sir. Okay? Would that make you happy? Thank you. It's like we have to utilize every resource that we have, or it won't get done. How else are these places getting the donations? People are not just volunteering it. There's charities going around, food drives, there's cookie things. All things are donations towards a cause. But because we haven't found the one yet, I found one, but I reached out to that organization and they haven't reached back out to me. It's called Raising Beautiful Butterflies by Miss Trinice. She provides food for families in the winters and do a lot of things in the community. But because she hasn't reached back out to me, I have to first, make sure that she's aware that these donations will be coming to her. But at the same time, if you do have something that you would like a traditional donation to, by all means, please. My email is posted everywhere and anywhere. Okay? So from now on, it will be in the description. It will be at the ticker. If you don't want to donate, don't donate. Y'all provide quality content. You don't have to do it. I appreciate it greatly. And if people have a problem donating, they don't do it. No one's forcing anything. You have to understand, people. I was on fumes on one of these days where I was a little hyperactive. I have a little anxiety a lot of anxiety apparently. Possible ADHD, I don't know. I haven't been diagnosed. I've been trying to self heal. But because I care about the people and I panic about somebody over there saying that their mouth is dry. They woke up with their lips crusty because the water that they were drinking wasn't enough. They were dehydrated. And I can't physically get up there and go and provide that for them. I sent them a shopper card or whatever it's called, so whatever the little donation for the groceries, as well as the person that donated the money, the $50 that came in my pocket. I also sent him a receipt. Thank you. This goes to her. Here's her message. I am not that type of person that would take something and put it in my pocket to pay my bills. We're over here. We're okay over here. So if you have a charity you would like the Atlanta Falcons Nation to donate to, please send them to my email. I will put it in the chat. Please. Type it in there. Maggie T, AtlantaFalconsNation.com. Or is it because we're African American asking for donations that we have to be doing something conniving and sneaky without money? Hmm? Everybody else has donations and cash apps, but I don't see nobody complaining about that. Is that really what it comes down to? That you don't like who we are as a people? Okay, so enough of that. Let's get into a little bit of news. I will open the chat up to anybody that would like to jump on and speak. Okay, this is going to be a quick 30-minute session, so maybe 15 more minutes left. Thank you. And you know what, Truck Pepper? That's really what it comes down to, because even me dealing with my own mental illness, and I did talk to someone, a actual former football player this morning, that spoke out about his mental health. I'm not even going to mention the name. You're going to see him. He posted out there because he's sick and tired of this one. I said a prayer for him today, and we were in the inbox chatting. And you know what? I probably made his day because he chatted the whole entire time and laughed. We got to the point where we are good friends now. Okay? I care a little bit more about my people than most people. And maybe I shouldn't. And you are struggling mentally. Do you understand? These people are struggling. I'm struggling. Mike had to pull me to the side. It's like, Maggie, you're a little too excited and anxious. When people say you're doing too much, Maggie, guess what? I knew I was doing too much, but I put my health and my pride aside because I wanted to provide something for you because you asked me to. I don't feel like I should owe anybody a freaking explanation. But here we are, people. There's a lot of miserable people out there that might just need a hug. So I'm going to pray for you. I will truly pray for you. Because it's clearly something wicked that's going on in your heart, sweetheart. And you need it all. If you're afraid to tell us that you are hurting, I get that. We are. Our whole team has been going through it. Push to Touch TV is going through something. You pray for him, okay? You may not see him right about now, but he's truly going through something, all right? Let's get real here. We had 2 members in our group that had car accidents. I lost someone 2 weeks ago. Had another family member in the hospital with COVID and pneumonia. Didn't know she was going to wake up. Do you hear me? It's more issues in this world than you worried about a little bit of $2 to a donation cash app. So please, the cash app is going to proceed. If you need the receipts, I will provide it to you. But I don't feel like I should own you that. Provide me, I sent the email, send an email to charities. I will take them. I will research them and make sure you properly know, excuse me, where the money is going to. Thank you. Does anybody want to jump on? I will put the link in the stream for a little bit because I want to talk about some news now. Everybody, oh, you're not talking about anything. Right now, our people just want to talk. That's all. People just want to talk. This is not the launch of an official show yet. The show is debuted for February. How many times do I have to say that? So this show is an ad-lib situation to just get in the field, just saying hello to the people. Hello, Atlanta. What is the problem in that? Some things don't have to be scripted and together and all put well. Some people just need you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Motivator. So it's like these people are really starting to get into our family as a family unit. So it's like if you come to us like we are your family, we're going to give it back. On one of my episodes, I gave a $5 cash app to someone for coffee. And that's what we're going to start doing. It's very small, but we're doing something because we care. Thank you, Truck Pepper. I'm going to get you on the screen.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I just got back to college and I'm struggling the first 2 days. It's like hard.
I got you. How can I help you?
But what I mainly want to talk about is like the effects of COVID, not
Yes.
just like physically, but mentally.
Yes.
Here's why it affects me so much. I was a senior, like 2 months away from graduating high school, and I didn't get to finish it out, so that hurt a lot.
I see it in your face. I do see it in your face.
And then my first year of college was hard too, because it's like I didn't even enjoy the culture
Correct.
of it as much.
Yeah. Especially when you're down. And you know what? I know I'm not together. I would come on this camera, but I am not made up or anything. I'm just not really all together. But if I have to do it just to get real, I will. So it's like I owe you I face. It's like I feel like it's that conversation today. But
it's
you know
fine.
what?
It's fine.
Thank you. Okay,
You're,
let's make this audio. Okay. I'm going to say something to you because I want to say when I started first mentioning the first restaurant event back in July, I lost my job. Well, no, I quit my job actually because I thought that situation was a situation that I can, work with income wise. Now, I provided my 2 weeks notice and the lady told me that same day, today's your last day. So I wasn't even offered the opportunity to even get my 2 weeks in a paycheck. Then, because of the fact I was qualified for unemployment, because what it came down to is they were cutting my hours at work during the summer. They don't value my time. So it's like, you're not getting my time anymore.
Well, speaking of that, like whenever you get done, I can actually relate to that, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I'm just going to give you a short story. Long story short, Maggie fell down. She felt terrible that she disappointed our fans. They were ready to come in and fly in, but I was like, this is not the situation I want to put you guys in, as well as I knew that this winter month was going to be terrible for COVID. So I said, you know what? I care about my community too much to put them in any risk at any bar, any club to gain COVID. And then it's saying AFN provided us an environment that wasn't safe, and we all have COVID now. So that's a long story short. So it's like I was depressed, I was down, but I got myself up. And it's like, what do we all need? We need uplifting. We need prayer. We need healing.
And you and the rest of Atlanta Falcons Nation and Mad Mike do a really good job at that.
Thank you.
Like I know I haven't been on Mad Mike's channel nearly as much this year, but I've been busy with college, but I've not forgotten about the channel.
I can't say you look, I mean, even though you're saying you're down, but compared to what I was seeing you from before, I know that you were a lot more energetic then when you first used to come on. You was happy just to get an opportunity, even if just being a Saints fan. As well as, so it's like, I do see a different persona in here. So it's like, I pay attention to body language. And I said, it looks like you have been really going through it.
Well, I'm not sure if this is one source that helped, but I have been taking this medicine called Lexapro once a day.
Got you, got you, got you. Okay. So you have been diagnosed with something, you have been taking something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But
And sometimes it's needed. It's sometimes it's needed if it's having you being functional. But the only thing
because
about medication, it makes you sometimes it can make you a little
and and I knew and
numbish.
my
Hmm.
psychiatrist was the one that got me to take it because I met with the psychiatrist and she wanted me to take it, so I've been
Yes.
doing that.
Yes.
But to resume your story earlier, I can actually relate to like your job. So last summer I actually got a job at Papa John's
Okay.
and I worked there for a month. I was a delivery driver. I got to drive the company car, listen to my own music, and like make pizzas and like cut pizzas. A good bit of it was fun, but I didn't like how much I was getting paid for having to work late nights and
Correct.
weekends.
Overworked, underpaid. Same thing for me. I'm acting manager, but you don't want to pay me for it because you don't believe I qualify for it. But I'm doing everything that you asked me to do.
Yeah. So that was like my summer job, like while I was home from college, and I did benefit some because I was happy to learn about how to manage like changes in the workplace, how to manage
Hmm.
hardship. I am proud of myself for that. But I also did enjoy other times of the summer as well.
Okay. Okay. So, what are you doing? I feel like this is going to have to be that episode, and then we might get into a little sport to end it. But
Okay.
have you done some coping mechanisms like meditation that helps me, writing, exercise,
I have
music?
I've been behind on exercise as I used to be, and I need to get into writing, but I do like talk to myself at times.
Okay, okay, okay. And then look, like I told you, Asia, Mr. Motivated, is quite a few people that are always messaging us when they need some help.
Oh, I love Asia. I've seen her before. Like my channel name's different, but I've been subscribed to this channel for about a year.
Correct. And hello, how are you today? We are doing great. I just felt like I just needed to come in and explain this whole donate to the Cash App, donate to the Cash App, donate to the Cash App. Because honestly, I didn't feel like we were old. You guys were old in explanation, but clearly there are some people that are just grumpy, very upset that this is happening. And I guess maybe trying to lead a narrative that we're over here trying to pay bills, things are happening. No, no, I'm fine. My kids are fine. Everything is fine. We are fine. If I really truly needed it, I would tell you directly, hey, I can't pay my light bill. Hey, we're out on the streets. No, I am perfect. I'm in my bedroom. I have lights. I have fruit juice. You
That
know, go ahead.
me and my family are also in the same shape, and I am blessed to be able to afford to go to college, but I
Correct.
still have some hurt in me that I don't think anybody else can relate. But I do think one of the reasons I'm hurting so much is because I actually have autism, and the reason I got into Alabama was because they have the autism
To the
spectrum disorders
program.
clinic, and it helps me with schoolwork and stuff.
Correct. And you know what? And it's funny thing you mentioned that my son is also now he's nonverbal autistic. So we have the
Interesting.
sign language. So he may or may not be able to go to a college physically, but they're getting to where he's set up to where he'll at least graduate at the age of 21. Just in case he has to be provided to a caretaker, he'll be aged in because of course, graduating at 18, there are no resources for him of his age as an adult, other than his Social Security, etc. And you understand that sometimes special needs children can be abused if it's in the wrong hands. You get it. So, but of course, while I'm Lord willing and healthy, my baby will be here with me, regardless of that. So he's not going into a home. We will
Well, that's
definitely
good.
arrange that where he'll have caretakers and everything in case I have to, because my career is getting ready to kind of take off where I might be traveling a little bit, but I already set that up. My twin sister already said, hey, I don't want to work anymore. I'll stay home, take care of the bills. I like that even trade because you just can't trust people nowadays. And also you can't trust people to even trust that you're doing right with your money.
That that that's the same way here. I barely want to get in the car with anybody else, like besides my family, even friends. I wouldn't want to get in the car with, to be honest, because I have a lot of trust issues. Except for maybe my family, I don't, and a few close friends. I don't really trust anybody because
I get it.
I've been watching crime shows, and it's easy to be in the car and not know some illegal drugs are in there, and you get charged with it. That's one of my fears as well.
Got you. So you just kind of have a complex with anxiety, and it just sounds like you just have. It
Yes,
takes
ma'am.
you a minute to trust people, and then it makes you panicky when things just doesn't feel right to you.
Yes, ma'am. Also, another part of my anxiety is like having to go out and like be talkative and nice and tell people about myself. It's also hard. So
Correct that confidence.
I definitely get more energy when I'm alone a lot of the time.
Okay, and I'm gonna say that, and I'm just gonna use my experience each time because you just remind me of my two children. Like I said, I have a son that's autistic. I have an older daughter that also has mood depression disorder diagnosis. She was in a hospital institute facility for 30 days during the month of COVID in 2022. I was unable to go visit my child, but she lost her way and lost her sense of direction. She didn't even know where she was coming and
I'm so
going.
sorry.
And it was to the point where they almost said that she wasn't going to be able to come home. But I prayed, I talked to her, and I guided her, and something got through, and that message finally pulled through, and she finally came home. And she's been fine ever since. Don't ever, ever let anybody define you and tell you who you are and who you can't be. You just have to find the confidence in
Amen.
yourself. So, if it takes you to pray, meditate, talk to people like myself, feel free. My inbox is open. Miss Maggie T is everywhere. You can
Hey,
find me.
hey, Truck Peppers box is also open for anybody else as well.
Correct. Hold on, I have someone knocking on my door. One second.
Like,
Keep
like,
speaking.
like I make videos not just like in terms of sports, but I may make a few cooking videos as well.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I had someone knocking on my door. You know, I'm doing this impromptu. You know, got a whole house full of folks. So let's go ahead and, let's just go ahead. And I thank everybody that's just been here. Let's talk about it then. Since you're here, let's talk about, and yes, the devil is lurking. And you know what, honey? Your wife is also somebody I talk to, but because I've been kind of so busy, I reached back out her to say hello to her recently. But your wife is one of those people that have talked to me, and we've developed a wonderful relationship. And I understand what you're going through, unannounced. Okay, so it's like AFN cares more than I guess we should because it seems like we are coming off as beggars. Mr. Motivator. That's surprising. Mr. Motivator comes on. Okay, I'm going to bring you on, Mr. Motivator. Then we're going to get into, let's go to the state of the Falcons. Since we're doing it, I want to talk about the Falcons. Let's talk about what's going on with the Saints and the Falcons. Let's go ahead, Mr. Motivator.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
I can.
Yes.
How can I help you?
I just had to come in here because I feel like everybody going through stuff. I was just texting Asia the same thing. Like I knew something going on, bro. We all going through different stuff. Same thing like Atlanta Falcons, they going through stuff too. They ain't gonna tell you that though. You know, they human too, just like us. And I just feel like we
yes.
up each other,
Speaking
like,
of that stuff, I wish I could know what Calvin Ridley's truly going through because
Correct.
that's a lot to deal with, bro. Like
It
this
is.
year, like man, this year crazy.
I feel like when Calvin Ridley got down, the team got down. That's just
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah, you right though. You right. Cause see, Red, he said it on Instagram, and people thought he was capping, but he wasn't really capping. Like how I knew he wasn't capping, it's just like he's showing it. He ain't even been on the field for a long time. People think he doing what Julio Jones did. He really not. Cause I understand. Yeah, I've been to myself, bro. Like, yeah, we making money and stuff, but I tell people how you balancing your energy. We gotta balance that. Balance who your friends are. Look at your circle. Is your circle uplifting you? Like, come on, man. This stuff that people not talking about. It's just like it's tough. It really is. That's why I had to come up on here and say something.
Yeah, I mean, I normally wouldn't have let it get to me, but I literally was going back and forth with this person, and he was just like, "Well, I'd rather donate to someone else." Please do. Did we
Yeah.
ask you to? Did we?
Yeah.
We're not holding your hand and saying, give me that money. We're just simply putting a little YouTube link at the bottom of the screen, and we might mention it a couple of times. If that's begging, if this platform is not built in for super chat donations already, that's a problem to you.
That's messed up.
Excuse me. That's what I told him. I said, excuse me, but please speak on what you know.
Yeah, that's really messed up. Really is. Over paper though, money that you can get out the vending machine. Like I don't be understanding about this money thing, but money is just it
It's
helps,
the
bro.
root
It
of
really
all
do.
evil. Money is the root to all evil. You
Yeah.
got some people that do good with it. You got some people that do poorly. And then, like you said, it's the energy that you surround yourself with. So somebody's day has been messed up and they felt the need to come to Atlanta Falcons Nation and make a big post and 3 other people like it because they don't know. It's either they were predicted, they clearly don't like us, or they're just having a bad day. You never know what's going through somebody. So I don't take it personally. But I feel like if I'm seeing it once and I'm seeing it twice, it's Asia. If I'm seeing it once or seeing it twice, that means clearly there's a problem here. Everyone's having an issue with it. So I didn't explain it. Apparently. All right, Asia, how you doing? I'm seeing it once or seeing it twice. And you might want to turn your computer down, your volume. Everyone's having an issue with it. So I didn't explain it. Yeah. Thank you. All right, what do you have to say, ma'am? And then we're gonna get into these Falcons and Saints and what the heck gonna go on in the off season. Since we own here, we might as well do it.
Oh man.
I have until 6:30. I have another meeting. I'm at 6:30. Speaking of, it's like something to help with my daughter for her school, for her mental health. So, it's like this is what I'm doing. But my daughter had a panic attack today because I finally got a clear bill of health that it wasn't COVID.
Yeah.
So she went to school today. And the anxiety of going back to school just took her into a frenzy. I had to hug my child today. I had to hug her today and just hold her. Like, it's okay. It's
Yeah. You doing the best you can though, Miss Maggie T. We need a lot of mothers, bro. We need a lot of mothers.
Guys, I am sick. I'm holding my child with a mask on my face because now I think I got the stomach flu.
Yeah.
I hope you get better.
I'm a lot better though, Asia. Honestly, I was able to eat 2 things today. So that's a good sign. And the funeral for my loved one is this Saturday. So I think everybody started to come around and feel better. So we're burying somebody this weekend. In case you didn't know that information.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Like I was just talking to my mom, friend, brother, and he lost his favorite uncle. I had to check up on him. Like I'm just like, bro, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked, man. That's why I said we need some uplifting, we need some unity, all of this.
I think what it is people don't like change. They like us to be coming up here acting like fools every day. No, it's not about that every single day. We're trying to actually build a bit more structure. But it seemed like every little thing somebody has to complain about something.
Yeah. That's sad.
And AJ, I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you have anything to add? Then we're gonna get into these Falcons.
Well, I just found out some news today. Speaking of COVID, my older cousin passed away today from COVID.
And I think the relative who was 88 now, because she had underlying conditions, dementia, but still, that probably was the push to her passing as well. So my condolences.
Thank you.
So
you said
it's bigger than this channel is bigger than myself. It's for you.
Yeah.
Guys.
Right.
You're right. Oh man. You know what's crazy though? I'm happy that I actually got to tell you on Instagram that the stuff that I was dealing with. Cause when people see me, they don't see that I be dealing with stuff. But I do, bro. Don't let this motivation and bro. I use motivation to meditate and stuff. But it's just like it's tough, bro.
I agree.
But I think that we all got gifts. We all need to use our gifts to empower each other. Cause this right here, all this killing and stuff need to stop too. Like everybody's emotional, bro. Emotional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you could tell that some of these people are kind of confided. When we went on lockdown, people went into panic mode. Now they got in the streets, they cutting up and acting up because they probably don't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah. Oh.
They lost their job. Resources, they stopped cutting the checks. Everybody, they lazy. They need to go back to work. But guess what? Who's going to watch that child that's sitting at home on digital learning?
All right.
Let's
That's
get out of
man.
people's pockets and get out of people's business and mind your own. That's what we need to
Exactly.
learn about 2022. Mind your business. It's none of yours.
I agree.
So let's speed it up. Let's give a little, I'm gonna do a little nah, I won't sing. I don't even feel like it today, y'all. That just really took me there. So let's talk about these Falcons, okay? And
Oh,
Saints. So
talk
we got
about it.
Saints fan. Let's talk about it's the off season, what to expect.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. Oh my gosh. Right now, where we are, seventh.
7-10.
No,
No,
not the
Hey.
record.
Draft 8.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm talking about the record, not the record, but where we are in the draft.
8, number 8.
We number 8.
I
It's
think
crazy that now it's 8. It's crazy that my number is number 10 and then went to 8, and 8 is my number 2. And then crazy part, we got Kyle Pitts last year. He had the number 8. So it's just like that's crazy.
Kyle Pitts went to 4. Went 4.
4.
Yeah, he was number
Okay.
4.
Yeah, he
But
was.
still, but I'm happy we got Kyle Pitts. But look what's it's just crazy how Julio Jones and them really gone, bro. Like it just ain't the
Man, I don't
same.
even care about Julio Jones. He only got one
Yeah,
touchdown this year.
I would. To be honest, this coaching staff for the Falcons is a good staff.
Mhm.
I really
Yeah,
think
it is.
I
Yeah.
really think fans need to give them more credit because they got Cordero Patterson, Kyle Pitts on the same field.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
tough to defend. And I know people are hard on the Falcons defense, but trust me, they blitz and they will get after you. Like you saw in the first Saints game, they absolutely dominated.
They did.
It's true. The
They did.
Saints, y'all look good too. Like,
Well, the
Mhm.
thing is, the Saints had a bunch of injuries. They had to relocate for the first month because of the hurricane. Which it was weird. They did keep Green Bay and Tampa Bay once out of the end zone, but then Saints games they lost to the Giants,
Mhm.
and they had some bad games.
Yeah, and that's why I say honestly, I did a little taunting with my little friend Courtney on the show, but I really didn't have much to say because it's like we ain't even handling our own stuff to be, getting on the Saints, and I knew exactly what they was going through some things. Mm-hmm.
Saints Falcons is a fun rivalry.
It is. It's fun. That's right. When we can't even talk. We in the bottom and they in the bottom. It's like it ain't fun when we both.
I'm getting a phone call.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, mentally, neither of these teams are in the bottom because here's why. I don't know why I'm forgetting to say stuff, but the Falcons, like the coaching staff, for example, I just saw today that they're going to take the best player available versus needs.
Yes,
So,
and I think when people were kind of misunderstood about the Kyle Pitts signing, the Falcons have always been needs, not the best though. We just fill it in some scragglers around the field and hope that they make something happen. Now we're getting the best that are available, so maybe that impacted player can really actually contribute to something in this team. And the Nerve King said draft some receivers and a running back, but first round draft Jordan Davis to help.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Now I hope they don't do it, but
I hope they do it.
Here's the thing: Jordan Davis is a stud, but he's not an every down player. That is a concern. But
that is somewhat of a concern, but sometimes it just takes the right.
True. And
look at Cordero Patterson. He didn't catch on until he finally came on to the Falcons. So sometimes it's just the right scheme, the right situation, the right position.
For sure. I would also look at Trayvon Walker, though, if he does declare for Georgia. I don't know if he's going to declare.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have the children bothering me today. Look, they're not used to me coming on at this hour, so I do apologize for interrupting. So like I said, this is not going to be extremely long. It's 43, so we'll just go into the hour. So it really won't be lengthy. I just wanted to kind of come on and address this whole charity. I'm so sick of y'all asking for donations, blah, 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 and explain the reason why. Me coming on these pilot episodes, it really wasn't an episode. It wasn't a show. It wasn't scripted. Just like Matt Mike comes on and just talking vent. Sometimes it don't do nothing. He just outside with his microphone, walking around. So if Mike can do it, why can't Maggie do it? It's like give and take. Like, come on, y'all. This is something that you've already been accustomed to already. So I'm open. But other than that, so as far as your Saints, though, we're talking about the Falcons. Who do you feel that you should address to take in the draft yourself? Like, what are your needs? Is it quarterback?
Uh, I would look at either Matt Corral or Sam Howell, but I would actually look at an offensive guard, not a tackle. Saints are good at tackle, but center and guard are a need for the Saints. Like I would look at Ed Ingram from LSU and Kenyon Green from Texas A&M. I would look at a center and guard because that has been a big weakness for the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you think that the current team that you have, because I feel like if it wasn't for the injuries, I also agree that maybe the Saints would have been a little bit more contending this season. I just feel like with Tom Brady kind of coming over here in this league, it's like we got to beef up our teams in the South to even be comparable to that, and it's an unfair advantage, honestly. I mean, I know they probably did what they needed to do to get him properly, but we're still looking a little weak over here in the South. And the South has always been that funny league that we just don't get the recognition. Then you bring Tom Brady over here, he just winning Super Bowls left and right all of a sudden.
The rivalries are real though in the NFC South. Like none of us can stand each other. None of the teams can stand each other.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and it said I believe in Terry and Artie Smith. I do too. I honestly, I watched the game not only for just enjoyment of it, but even if we're not losing, if we're not winning, I do look for those little improvements though, because it's giving me a sign of what's to come. You have to understand that Terry and Arthur came into this organization with a screwed up situation cap wise and team wise. So we have to kind of get great value players to fit in and fill in some needs. But guess what? We saw players developing and get a little bit more confident in themselves, where new names were getting named like, Russell Gage, Cordell Patterson, yada, yada, yada. So these players started gaining. And Thomas Morsteed was bouncing around from team to team, came over here to the Atlanta Falcons and broke a record. Or made some status or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But so we are conditioning these players to be a little bit better than they once were. The problem with the Atlanta Falcons organization is it's always been about favoritism and who's that favorite player and go to him and only him. Matt Ryan had that touchdown reaction because he's officially frustrated for being on his back half the time. We still cannot protect Matt Ryan. So, he's not throwing accurately. Well, maybe he has a little bit more time. And of course, yes, I'm not blaming him. I'm not saying that he's not all to blame either. He, of course, when he does have that, he makes questionable situations.
Well, here's my main thing I took away from the Saints Falcons first game. Like the Falcons defense just collapsed and let the Saints, who were not moving the ball well, get back in, take the lead, and then they had to put it once again on Matt Ryan's shoulder. And my brother, I saw my other family, they're all Falcons fans, and they were texting a thread. And my brother said Matt Ryan would have gotten the blame for the loss.
He always do. I don't care what it is. It's always Matt Ryan's fault when it clearly, some games it clearly isn't, some games it is. But one thing, a close little NFL former player said, like, the two people that get the blame the most, the coach and the quarterback. Period.
Well, the thing is, Matt Ryan's mental toughness is amazing.
Absolutely.
People look, I feel like most fans look at just the physical part and not look at the mental toughness part.
Mm-hmm. So I think I do have a couple of meetings soon because one thing people didn't realize, I'm actually in the music industry now. I'm a part of a record label. Family Comes First and Empire Distribution. You know guys like the Young Dolph and all of them. I am now affiliated with that company. So you've been seeing a lot of music videos. You've been seeing me singing, as well as I'm also creating my production team and my production business where we're going to start doing improvs and funny comedians. And I want to feature guests on that want to still showcase their talents. If they have a business, you could come on. We're starting to become a little bit more open to a little bit more of just not only talking football, but helping our community get their voices heard. This is what we're creating this show to be. So in February, when we officially launch that, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be song, it's going to be praise, it's also going to be entertainment as well as sports. That's what it's going to be because you guys have responded. I have now blended this into the perfect morning show. A lot of people said, hey, I appreciate you coming on at 9 o'clock this morning. That really makes my day. Because some people can't get on at 8 o'clock at night to watch because we have school and things that's going on. So I'm here to say this. We have about 10 minutes left. Just watch out for what's to come. Now, that I said that, if you are an entertainer, comedian, you have a business, and you really want the platform to get yourself out there for the morning show, please come on. Send me your credentials to the email I put in the chat. I think I still have it. I'm going to copy and paste. I might have not. It's Maggie T at AtlantaFalconsNation.com. Maggie T at AtlantaFalconsNation.com. If you're a business, if you're a musician, singers, rappers, any genre, any country, I'm all open to international talent as well. Okay? So that's what I'm going to be doing. So Maggie's going to be traveling a lot. I actually was told to get my passport. So you're going to see a lot less of me possibly. So that's why I'm going to just do it to maybe one show a week now. Because of the fact that I'm going to be doing a lot more things out there. But it's going to benefit you guys in the long run because once all of that comes around, we'll be able to do a lot more for you. I'm working on a food truck and a lot for you guys so you can have a little tailgating spot. As well as in the future, there's some other things where I will own my own little establishment that you can come to. But I don't want to get too much right now because that's still in the paperwork. Okay? So it's like we are the donations, everything that you're doing, everything that you're providing for us, and just being a viewer helps us. Just watching. It's free. Totally free. But because of that, you've given us the feedback that we need to know that you enjoy what we do for you. So we want to give it right back to you. So right now, I'm going to start off with I got 5 on it, $5 cash app. So if you're in the chat, and before I get off of here, we're going to say the last 10 minutes to a cash app. He's good. Okay, let's see. He's good. One, but desperate times for call for hardcore drafting for the biggest. Yes. I absolutely agree, Floyd. We also have to keep in mind we have players going into the free agency too. Correct. So that's why they was giving them 1-year deals. So a lot of these players not even going to be here. We're going to test the market and see what we can kind of maneuver around. That's why Terry was brought in here. He's done it well with the Saints, correct? And we have a Saints fan right here. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit? What was Terry Funk note to your team? Are you there?
What's that?
I was saying, what was Terry to your team before he came over to the Falcons? Because I said he was brought over here to help with the cap situation.
He was the
team?
assistant general manager.
Okay. And he helped a lot with, I guess, the scouting and things like that. And
yes, because the thing was, he definitely learned a lot from Mickey Loomis, who Mickey Loomis helps the Saints get out the cap heck that they're in every year.
Okay, so that makes sense. So it's like he's just over here to kind of clean up a big mess. All right, Floyd, you have a wonderful day. Now, I want to do a cash app for somebody. So we're going to do $5 cash apps on my show until I can kind of give a little bit more, because right now we're trying to help some families and charities and things like that. So, but I can give it back. So let's see. First person to put a red and black in my chat. And guess what, Trumper? You have a cash app?
I don't think so.
How about a Venmo or something? Anything to provide you, like it's a $5, something. But if not, we'll figure it out on the next time. Just inbox me or something. Find me on social media and just message me, okay? We'll figure that part out. So first person to put red and black in the chat and have a cash app or a Venmo Please find me on social media so you can message me or email me. I'm going to put it in the chat again. That way you can get, $5 in coffee. You know, whatever. It could be a lunch for somebody today. You never know what people need. Some people don't even have it in their pockets right about now. So I am willing to provide it to you. So first, Red Black in the chat, you are the winner, okay? For this $5, I got 5 on it. Oh, see, Mr. Motivator. You got it. You got it, Mr. Motivator. I already know you know how to reach me. So, Mr. Motivator, congratulations to the $5. Congratulations. There you go. There you go. So, I just wanted to do that for you guys. I just wanted to come on and explain exactly what was going on. Those few episodes was just a tester to see how the audience reacts to it. It wasn't structured. It wasn't an official show. It was just me going on live, just saying, hey, do you want the out of this world crazy, loud Maggie, laughing, ha, 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 ha? Do you want the more somber Maggie where we uplift, we, motivate, and we talk about sports, as well as do you want to have a little music, and praise and worship? Some people want that. So, because of your feedback, it allowed me to create this pilot episode that we're going to be launching in February. I believe February 18th is going to be a Friday, so my shows will be Fridays. But until then, impromptu shows like this, okay? So, Mr. Motivated, I will get to you and send you your Cash App. I appreciate you again, everybody. Is there anything else you want to speak on, Truck, before we exit the show today? Are you there?
What's that? I didn't know if you're talking to me or not.
I am talking to you. I said, is there anything last word that you wanted to say before we close out today?
I think I'm good, but thank you everybody for listening.
Yeah, sometimes we need that. Sometimes we have to get that off our chest, and I can clearly see in your face that you are truly going through something. So the fact that you was bold enough to come up here and speak to the world about that, that's great. So you just pray, you meditate, you write things down.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
if you have to reach out to somebody, please. Our inbox is open. We don't mind it. It's totally free. So, to the next time, people, thank you, Mr. Motivator. Many blessings for everybody. Yes, please, people.
Thank you.
I am much better today, guys. I lost a lot of weight, though. I'm 135 pounds at 5'9". Just imagine how skinny I just got because of this stomach flu. That's not good. That's not good. I lost a lot of weight. I did. The stomach flu made me lose a lot of weight where I had no energy to even get up and raise out the bed. But I came on here to do a show because I care. So it's like I feel like people are kind of in their feelings about why we're asking for donations. Oh, you guys are begging. But people do it every day. They ask for it or they're afraid to ask for it because of those very reasons, okay? They're ashamed. Never be ashamed for asking. If you need it, ask. Okay. All right. Until the next time, this is Maggie T. This is Atlanta Falcons Nation, Die Hard Fanatics. Wherever you are watching, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Trucker, for coming on and just showing your story bravely. All right. I hope this message is very clear to you. That Maggie is feeling a lot better. You're going to get a lot of music. You're going to get a lot of wholesome singing. You're going to get a lot of improv and laughter because laughter makes the heart wholesome and happy. Okay? All right, guys. All right, babies. And Miss Hattie May, baby, is out. Good night.